Hello guys, my name is Shreesh Patil and you're watching me on the channel called The Belief Switch. And today I'm going to talk about how I ended up manifesting an iPhone within 24 hours. That's right, I ended up manifesting an iPhone within 24 hours, and I'm just going to tell you the technique that I used in order to manifest an iPhone. So basically, there is this technique of converting your desire into intention. Okay, there is a set fact when you're using the law of attraction. You don't have to do all the work all by yourself. Okay, first get that into your head. You don't have to do all the work all by yourself. There are universal energies and universal powers that are working on your behalf, and you just simply hand over or let go your power to them. So this is not losing your power. This is actually gaining more power, because people are not ready to let go. Let me tell you one thing: why people are not ready to let go, or they are afraid to let go their responsibilities to the higher powers, whatever you may call them. You may call them God, you may call them your higher self, or whatever, universal energies. I just call them universal energies. But the number one reason why people are not willing to let go their responsibility of manifesting to higher powers is that because they believe that the higher power and they themselves are two different things, which is absolutely not true. Okay, the higher powers and you yourself are one and the same thing. So basically, what you have to do here, or what you have to realize, for even for a brief moment of time, even if you are able to realize this fact that you and your higher self are one and the same. Okay, you are not different things. Okay, so get that thing first clear in your head. What this will enable you to do is to let go your responsibilities and let go your burden to the higher powers, which are more often than not very willing. Actually, the higher powers are very willing to take over all your burdens, all your struggles, and just convert them to something as an effortless experience, because the higher powers or the higher self always knows the path to least the path of least resistance when it comes to manifesting. Okay, so that is the first thing. You have to be able to let go your responsibilities of doing something, of manifesting something to the higher powers. That is the number one thing that I would like to tell. So the technique itself may not seem connected to what I have just told you, but it is absolutely necessary to understand that you have to let go. Okay, because the technique which I'm going to tell you involves you doing not involves you not doing anything. Sorry. So the technique is basically called converting your desires into intentions. So let me just tell you step by step what you have to do over here. So the first step is to recognize the desire. Okay, simply verbalize the desire. Okay, you may prefer to write it down. I did not write it down. I just verbalized my desire. So my desire was to have an iPhone. You can go another step further, although it is not necessary, but you can state as to why you want an iPhone. So I wanted an iPhone in order to make better videos. I wanted to make more clear videos, and I wanted to have my videos better audio quality, so that when I post them on YouTube and Facebook, people will be able to hear them very clearly. So that was the reason why I wanted to have an iPhone. So I verbalized two things. I verbalized my goal, which was, or my desire, which was to have an iPhone, and I also verbalized why I wanted the iPhone. Okay, so I'm just saying that it is very necessary to structurize, or give a discrete sentence to your desire. So in my case, it was it is my desire to have an iPhone. It is my desire to own an iPhone. So that was my verbalization, word to word verbalization for my desire. Okay, so what this does is it removes the ambiguity, or it removes out the all the other things which are blocking your manifestation from coming towards you. Clarity is one of the ways in which you can speed up your manifestation, and verbalizing your desire will give you clarity. Okay, and clarity will speed up your manifestation. So it is highly important that you give verbal structure, or a sentence structure, to your desire. So what it does, it from a vague desire, you are turning that vague desire into something very structured by using your words. Okay, so it's very important to verbalize your desire. So the next thing is very important to understand, and it's related to what I told you earlier in the video, that you have to let go of your responsibilities to the higher self, is actually converting it to intentions. Okay, so please pay attention. here is the tricky part. It's a bit tricky, but you can try and listen to this video again and again. I will try to make it as clear as possible as to how to convert your desire into an intention. Okay, so what you have to do is basically not do anything. So it's very tricky, so please pay attention. You have to set up an intention. Now let me first make it clear what's the difference between a desire and an intention. Okay, a desire is something that you feel like you must have, okay, or you must own, or you want something. Okay, pay attention to the words over here that I'm using. Either you want it, you want to own it, you want to have it. I'm not saying that you need it, because need and desire are totally different things. I'm going to add clarity to what the difference between need and desire in another video. But in this video, I'm not going to go into the depth of it, but please pay attention. I'm saying that you want it, you want to have it, or you want to own it. So the vibrations are different. The vibration is not coming from a space of need, and I'm going to clarify this in a different video. But right now, just understand that I'm using the word desire. Okay, so what desire is? Desire is the feeling that you want to have something. Okay, and what intention is? Intention is a decision. Okay, in desire there is no decision. Okay, a desire is just a feeling of that there is something that you would prefer. Okay, that would be the right word to use. Okay, prefer, something that you prefer would be the right way to say that you have a desire. But an intention, what is the main difference between a desire and an intention? Is that an intention is a decision. So what you have to do in order to convert your desire into an intention, you just have to make a decision of having or owning your desire. Okay, and you have to verbalize it. You have to again verbalize it. So let me give you an example of how I verbalized my desire to have an iPhone. So I basically said, it is now my intention. I said I now decide to own an iPhone. Okay, so that was all I did. Okay, that was all I did. Okay, so did you understand this part? Like, make sure that you understand this part, because it's very important. You simply have to decide. Now many people will be asking that, okay, it's just a decision, it's nothing more than that. Then they don't expect anything to happen. But let me tell you, my friends, a decision made on your behalf is so much more powerful than just a desire. Because in deciding something, you are actually subconsciously saying to the universal powers that you are now ready, and you now believe that you are going to manifest what it is that you prefer. So it is very important to convert your desire into an intention through decision. And it is simply a decision. Nothing needs to happen. Okay? Nothing needs to happen. You need to understand this part. Nothing needs to happen after you decide. Because your decision itself is all that is required to happen. Get this in your mind. And what I told you earlier in the video, I told you that there are higher powers, that there is your higher self, that there are universal energies that are ready to work for you, and that they are ready to work for you after you have decided something. Okay, so be truthful to yourself and decide that you are going to have something, or you are going to own something. And that is what I did. I simply decided, I set out my intention, and I said before that intention is something which you decide on your desire. Okay, I had the desire and I verbalized it. I desire to own an iPhone, and then I converted it into an intention by saying that it is now my intention to own an iPhone. I now decide, it is my decision to own or have an iPhone. So this is how I verbalized my intention, and then I verbalized my desire as well. Okay, and what I did, the third step, the third part, is I simply let go. Okay, I simply let go to whomsoever it may concern. Like, it may be God, it may be universal energies, it may be whatever, your higher self, whatever name you want to give it. Okay, it may be luck. Some people may not believe in universal energies, some people may not believe in God, some people may not believe in their higher self, but they may believe in luck. Okay, so just give it over to your luck, just give it over to your destiny, and see how fast it does work out for you. So these three things are very important. First is to have a desire. You verbalize your desire, you give clarity, that speeds up your manifestation. You change or you convert your desire to an intention through decision. You simply decide, that's all. Just decide. Nothing needs to happen. Just get it clear in your mind. Okay, you decide, and the third step is you let go. Okay, so these three things, when they come together, they bring about superb manifestations, very speedy manifestations. And let me tell you guys that I was able to manifest an iPhone within 24 hours. So basically what happened is, I set up an intention. I had this desire of owning an iPhone, and I set up an intention and I let it go. And the next day, my sister, who is married, she visited my home, and she was basically here to visit her parents, and I live with my parents. As of now, I am in India, so it is like Indian culture to live with your parents. It's totally normal. People may think that he's living with your parents, but in India it's totally normal to live with your parents. In fact, it is considered a very you're considered a very good person if you are living with your parents. In US, it's the opposite. You're considered a loser if you are living with your parents or in your mom's basement. They say, but in India it's totally fine. So she visited me, and she gifted me an iPhone within 24 hours. So I set up an intention at around 12 o'clock, and the next day she visited me, I guess, in the evening. Next day evening, so it was, I guess, 48 hours, but it was less than 48 hours, like 24 hours plus, you can say, about 28 hours. In 28 hours, I was able to manifest an iPhone. Okay, she just gifted me. She said, "Oh, hey, I have a gift for you," and gave me an iPhone 6. And it was, I made some videos on that phone, but currently I'm not using that phone. I'm using a better phone. I have a better phone with better audio quality, which I'm now recording the video on. So that is basically it. I hope you understood how to manifest, and I hope you give it a try, and go around and get some awesome manifestations in your life, and come back and comment in the comment sections and tell me about your experiences or the problems you're facing while converting your desire into an intention, and the problem you're facing while letting go. Okay, so looking forward to your comments, looking forward to your if you have any suggestions, if you want me to cover a topic, a particular manifestation topic that you're not able to understand, just mention in the comments below. I read my comments because right now the channel is very small, and it's very great to interact with people. And if you have any complaints regarding the videos, please mention the comments as well. I will like complaints in the comments as well. I will look into it, and I will try to make my channel something, try to give you more value, and I try to tell you awesome manifestation stories of me and other people, and tell you a great experiences of manifestation and how you can become a superb manifester. Okay, so that is what you will get to learn in this channel. The channel's name is The Belief Switch, and my name is Shreyash Patil. See you guys in the next video.